Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of December 1st through the 7th, 2025. Leo, you have the Queen of Fire! It's you! Oh my gosh, it's you. In your power, in your divine feminine, doing the gosh darn thing. You are not caring what other people think about you. You do the right thing, okay? You don't judge people based off of surface level things like what they look like, how they choose to dress, where they come from, what is their education level, how much money do they have. You simply are not that surface level person, and you stand strong in that. And I know if you're not that type of person, it seems like common sense. Like, don't treat people horribly. Like, common sense, right? No, it's not common sense. A lot of people have these surface level opinionated things that literally, they're just mean for no reason. And when you show up in life, when you show up in the world, a genuine, kind, open-hearted person, and you truly do not let these just labels and surface level circumstances define someone, and instead you just define people based off of how nice they are, how open-hearted they are, how kind they are, how much love they carry. Like, I don't know, you're just radiating this certain level of charm and charisma, because so many people crave to connect with people like you in a world where people just care about this BS. Like, oh, I don't approve of this person because of their religion, because of their skin color, because of their background, because of their sexuality, because of how they dress, because of what they choose to do with their bodies. You know, it's like, it's exhausting to live in a world with people like that. And I think we're all charmed and drawn into people who genuinely give off this kind energy. Have you ever watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? That's the energy you give off, but like spunkier, cooler. You know? I love Fred Rogers. Like, he is a messiah. He is a modern day messiah. Shoot me. I don't care. I said it. Go watch Mr. Rogers. You'll understand what I'm saying. That's the energy you give off. Not to fuel delusions, but you know, it's just rare to see someone who has what should be common sense just love others and treat others kindly and do the right thing. You know, it's crazy, but that's you. We have the 6 of Fire in reverse. See, this shows public recognition, which I kind of felt like was where this reading was leading, but for some reason it's coming out in reverse. So let's keep pulling cards and understand that. We have Justice upright. Yes, justice is being served here. If you keep acting in integrity, saying the truth, doing the right thing, good things will come to you, kind things will come to you, and you will reap the rewards for staying true to yourself. I'm picking up this very specific message here, Leo. Okay. There's an area of life, and could be multiple areas of life, where for years, several years, I'm seeing, specifically, if I could get a specific year for you, I want to say 2017, 2018, maybe even 2016, around like the end of the teens, the past couple of years generally, okay? You have been really dedicated to growing a certain goal or certain goals. This could be career related, with your life purpose. This could be with love, just trying to cultivate a nice sense of community. And time again, kind of feeling like you're showing up with a lot of kindness, a lot of integrity, hard work, all of the things. And there could be this question of, but why hasn't it manifested yet? Okay? If this resonates with you, oh my gosh, you just sit down for this one, okay? Why hasn't it manifested yet? Because you've been in your Queen of Fire energy. You know, you've been the mature one, you've been the hardworking one, you've been putting in so much effort, but why hasn't it manifested yet? Okay, what I'm seeing here was in the years that it has not manifested and you were frustrated, you were let down, you had your hopes up and then went down, and this pattern of like ups and downs, chaos, you learned a lot of different skill sets. You really refined what you do and how you do it. Like in relationships, for example, like let's just say you wanted to manifest love, still haven't yet. In relationships, for example, in that time of failure, even though you kept showing up with an open heart and integrity, you may have learned valuable skills such as setting healthy boundaries, learning to love yourself first, etc., right? If this is career, a business, a brand that you've been trying to grow, something like that. And time again, you're like, I am like doing all the things. Why isn't it working? Along those years of sort of a rejection of your dream from fully unfolding and only receiving droplets of the manifestation, you have built a foundation of skill sets or something that made it so that you can really succeed for a long time. Okay, now here's the second part of this message. If that resonates with you, either of those things, any area of your life, and you're like, but why hasn't it come yet fully? Oh, okay. The world is about to go through a sort of, this message has never come through in a reading before. This is kind of scary. Okay, the world is going to go through this sort of portal period. Okay. A lot of what has been toxic in society is going to be like uprooted completely. And the examples I'm being given of this, we see a lot of people refusing to date nowadays, right? Because there's a massive gap in emotional intelligence, kindness between genders in heterosexual relationships. A lot of women are refusing to date. A lot of men are feeling hurt by that, and finding comfort in these male spaces. Like we all see this, right? Like we all see this happening. So that whole structure is being uprooted until healing takes place. Until that like sort of catch up energy takes place. Same thing in finances and career. Okay. There's a lot of exploitation. That's the key word. That is the key word. Exploitation in love. Ooh, exploitation of goddess energy. Oh my God. And this is in all areas of life. We see this in relationships. We see this in career, in work, people exploiting Mother Earth, the OG goddess. Ooh, exploiting workers. Wow. Exploitation is the key word here. All right. I feel like the next several years, we're going to be in for a crazy little roller coaster. Because all of that is going to be uprooted. And anyone and everyone who was involved in that paradigm is going to have a lot of work to do through challenge and suffering, okay? Ooh, I haven't had a message like this come in a reading yet. Wow. Oh my God, Leo, if you're watching this, you're not going to be going through this, okay? And here's where it comes full circle. You've been struggling for many, many years because you were already on that paradigm of like common sense. Everyone treat everyone nice. Don't exploit each other. Don't prejudge people based off of looks. Common sense, right? And you always felt like an alien because it's like, it seems so obvious, but it's not, And what's happening is, I'm literally seeing like this week, it's all going to start going down. Those people who judge a book by its cover, and you may have already started to see tricklings of this, people who are very judgmental, companies who exploit workers or the environment, anything like that, it's all the image that keeps coming to my mind is just like the hands of the universe like lifting the root ball up and it's all rotten underneath. And it's just like holding it there, letting the dirt sort of fall away. And there's like a lot of work that's involved with like cleansing that, and it takes time. Okay, so this is going to be a process that goes on for years. And what may happen, okay, wow, I'm going to get some crazy predictions here. What may happen during that time, we may see the economy be rocked a little bit. But if you're watching this, I need you to listen closely. You're not going to be affected. Well, you're not going to be, how do I put this? You're going to be one of the few people who will be okay. Okay? And actually, I feel like you're going to thrive during this time. In a time where a lot of people will not be thriving, you will be thriving. And whatever work that you did these past several years, when you were just waiting for success to come in your relationships, in your career, in your life, whatever work you've been doing, and you've just been being patient, continuing to hold on to hope and keep your heart open, that's all going to pay off. That is all going to pay off. And you're really going to start seeing that shift happen this week. This feels like a really big deal. Okay, years and years, for example, years and years and years of like not finding healthy, good love, but you carrying that energy yourself. Some of y'all may be falling in love. Years and years and years of working hard to promote whatever your life's work is. Just doing the right thing, showing up, being a hard worker. It's like you're finally getting your flowers. And that could look different in specific ways. You know, it's like you could finally be finding a company that treats you right, finding success in your own business, finding love that's really healthy and amazing. And you're going to be put into this position where you're queen of fire. You're going to be leading other people going through this crazy portal. Because, like, let's just say you're a part of, like, the 5% of the collective that's protected from this sort of portal-like energy that I just talked about. Because you already did the work, you're going to be seen as a leader to the other 95%. Like, you already established a healthy foundation for yourself. You already are good. You know, it's like whatever you're doing, you're protected from what's happening because you've already been like off the grid. And finding ways to be self-sufficient without needing to rely upon exploitation. So it's almost like the energy of exploitation is going offline spiritually. Does that make sense? So anybody who was heavily dependent on exploitation, emotionally, physically, it's like a blackout of exploitation in the collective that we'll be facing because you already were somebody who didn't really tap into that often. You're going to continue to be fine, but since so many other people are going to be sort of, I don't want to use the word suffering, but it's like they're going to look to you, basically, which can actually, weirdly enough, grow your success. Anyways, we have the 7 of Earth. Yeah, you didn't give up all that time. You never gave up. And now the people who bypassed you, they're now looking at you like, oh, that was a queen or king or whatever. We have the 4 of Air. Stability. We have the Page of Fire in reverse. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that scene in Harry Potter where it's like Harry Potter was already dealing with like these Death Eaters and like really dark wizards attacking him. So he had to learn like defense against, you know, that sort of magic, which they weren't really teaching to the level they should have in Hogwarts at the time. And nobody believed him when he said that Voldemort was back and, you know, all of this Death Eater stuff was happening and whatnot. Nobody believed him, but he's like, whatever, I'm just gonna keep learning this, protecting myself and doing the right thing. And then suddenly everybody's like, oh my God, this is real. And then they start looking to him like, okay, you got to teach us this. Like, what's good, you know? And now suddenly he's this leader. Does that make sense? If you're a Harry Potter person or have seen it, like, that's kind of the energy I'm picking up for you, Leo. Where it's like, nobody believed you before, or everybody's like, yeah, Leo, whatever. But you continue to do the right thing regardless. And I don't know. Wow, what a spiritual sort of message there. It feels like a sudden sort of shift too, where it's like suddenly you're being taken seriously. Suddenly you're finding success because you never gave up. You always believed in yourself. And this, I don't know, what is happening this week astrologically? I'm wondering if it's an astrological thing that's shifting, making exploitation go offline, whatever. But yeah, I also wouldn't be shocked if like people from your past who did you wrong in the past or you haven't heard from in a long time, like suddenly they're showing up trying to be like your biggest supporters. It's going to be a weird time. Okay. Yeah, interesting week ahead. Please comment how this resonates with you because I am so ungodly curious. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe if you've not already. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that's always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I have so many other offerings as well. Just go check them out, okay? Thank you. Bye.